When creating man, the Torah says, Na'aseh Adam. Rashi is very bothered by the wording of this pasuk. You're describing the fact that Hashem is creating the first human. Why is it in plural? Na'aseh Adam. Let us make man. Who's the us? In fact, it's very dangerous language because that sounds, has v'shalom, that it's not, there's only one Hashem. It sounds like it's like a group. And we believe in one God. Rashi notes this issue, and he explains that Hashem consulted with the angels before proceeding to make man. This is mind-blowing. At the expense of the possibility of it seeming that there's more than one God, has v'shalom, it was worth it to Hashem to go through it and to do it, to say the pasuk in the plural form, in order to show us that he consulted with others before creating man. Now we know Hashem does not need to consult with anybody. He's Hashem. He's all-knowing, all-powerful. He doesn't have to consult with angels to get information. There's a very big lesson over here. Humility. When you're going through a decision process, it takes a certain humility to have other people involved with the decision process. A person who has ga'ava, who has haughtiness, he doesn't need anybody. I'm fine. And the truth is Hashem has ga'ava. Hashem malach ge'ut lavesh. Ge'ut comes from haughtiness. You can be haughty when you're God. God can be haughty because He is Hashem. He's all powerful. We as humans cannot be haughty. We have to be humble. Yet Hashem still showed humility and showed us humility in the fact that He brought the angels into the decision process. With our children, with our students, with other people, we have to get them involved. You can't just make decisions and expect that unilateral decisions that you make are going to be accepted by our youth, by children, by students. They want to be part of the process. They want to feel empowered that their opinion matters. It doesn't mean that they have the final say, but they need to be included. The result of including them in the process gives them self-worth. They feel important. They feel that you value them. And I have news for you, when there's buy-in, the chances of them being successful in whatever you're asking them to do goes up tremendously. In our society right now, we're going through a time where technology has brought video games at the forefront. And children are playing video games, adults are playing video games. Games such as Fortnite and others. What's the addiction? What is the addiction? There's a concept out there in the world. There's a philosophical concept. I won't even say the name of the philosopher because it's really not for our minds, really. But it's called the will of power. The will of power is defined that every human being has a drive, has a thirst to have control. We all want control. Look at any relationship. You look at any marriage, look at any working relationship. There's usually a battle for control. Look at any politician. Look at Trump now with the North Korean leader. Really, it was a battle of who has control, and that's all they're trying to show is I'm in control and I'm in control. Children are so thirsty to have some control, and they never have control. They're told what to do, where to go, what to eat, what to wear, what time to be everywhere, what time to go to sleep, what time to wake up. All of a sudden, enter the video game. Now I'm in control. I say where I go, how I go. Do I go to the left? Do I go to the right? Or can I go to higher levels? Can I buy real estate? All of a sudden now, I'm a macher. I'm a guy. I own stuff. I do stuff. I run things. I'm in control. Now I'm going to shut that video game and listen to some lady or some man or some teacher tell me, write this down, move this here, put that away. You kidding me? You're talking to a person that owns a conglomerate. You're talking to a person that violently killed people just now. I just took over a town. I just killed 14 families. I'm in control. That's That's the depth of what video games are doing to our children. And now when they enter the real world, quote unquote, it's very hard. It's very boring. It's very depressing. The humility of getting them involved is so important today, because at least if the child feels that while his parent is minimizing his addiction to those video games, and you talk about this and you say, but you know what, Joe? You know what, Lucy, whatever your name is, I'm going to give you some power. I'm going to give you the ability to choose within a certain range of acceptable behaviors. You want to go to bed first? You can't go to bed first. You want to eat first and then play outside and then do homework. You want to do homework first? You make that decision. All of a sudden, there's just one little example. You give a person a little bit of the decision process, they start to feel that they have some will of the power, and now they develop some leadership qualities. They don't feel the need to live a fake life of power, when they themselves have the power. But even deeper than that, if you explain to a person that they have the power to build up their inner strength, their ability to think, their ability to learn, their ability to do different things, they see value in having power over the Yetzer Hara. They don't need to have the value of having the power of a fake society in a video game. That's our job. Be'ezrat Hashem, if we take this very important lesson, and we feed in a positive way the needs of the personalities of the people around us in a positive way, we won't need to have them stuck in a fake, negative world of video games. Be'ezrat Hashem.